Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and today we've got bugs. We have another insect problem. I was making my rounds, enjoying my trees, and on one of my avocados grown from seed, there are a ton of these little gray, nasty little things with tiny legs and white sacs all along the bottom vein of the leaves. So we're going to take a look at those. I think we're going to have to do a defoliation and treat it with the magical solution. So we'll reveal what that is and how we're going to attack this one coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. All right, y'all. So here we are. I was making my rounds and I'm like, ooh, that avocado plant does not look healthy. What the hell's going on? And so I looked underneath and all right, gotta focus for me. There we go. Got these nasty little like bugs all along the vein, and it looks like maybe egg sacs. They have these tiny little white legs coming out of them. So we have to make a decision on what we're gonna do here. I'm fairly confident that if I defoliated and then just kind of wash the plant down, that this thing would shoot out some new leaves. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think we have any on this one. No, see, that one's fine. And then the new growth on that cutting, that's fine. And the cherimoya, let's see, that's fine. Okay, so this is the only plant infected here, but it seems to be on every leaf and at every node. So yeah, I'm going to defoliate and then I'm going to wipe it down. All right, y'all, so we're just going to take this little squirt bottle here. I'm going to add a few drops of Meyer's natural dish soap. Nothing too serious. And I'm going to fill that with the warm side of water. Leave a little bit of room so I can shake it up to incorporate it. And then right after we defoliate that avocado plant, we will squirt this onto a paper towel and wipe that thing down. All right, so I'm just gonna come in here and defoliate this sucker. I mean, they're all either eaten or withering. This happened very quickly because I just watered day before last. There wasn't an issue. All right, y'all. I'm just having a space issue with the memory on this phone. So as much as I don't want to, I might be upgrading sooner than later because it's starting to drive me crazy. I would like to have clearer videos, which my buddy Ian out in Belfast, Ireland, Back Garden Bonsai, you probably know him. He said, hey man, what program are you using or what are you uploading at? Because a lot of time it's low resolution. And I thought it was just me. So I've uploaded all of my videos up until this point at 480. And now he pretty much led me to find how I could do it at 1080. So I'm hoping that today is the first of many clear viewings at Jarhead Bonsai. So thank you very much, Ian, for that. I actually had the membership through the app already, so I won't have to pay any extra to do it. You just have to, use common sense, I guess. Oh, I was not using that. Okay, so these are, I said paper towels earlier, but this isn't a paper towel. It's plant-based. They're made from hemp and sugarcane, so they're a renewable source. And I get them from the Grove Collaborative out of San Francisco. You could do like a monthly auto ship from there. Lots of cool products from them, all renewable. They're sponges, cleaning products, everything's all natural. So Grove Collaborative, they're pretty cool. All right, I'm done with my shout out. So we've got that avocado cleaned up. So now that we avoided trouble, I'm going to give you an update on some other things that we got going around here at the ranch. All right, so I had a bunch of trees that out of nowhere, they looked like I just forgot to water them, or for whatever reason, that wasn't the case. But for whatever reason, all these deciduous trees, I did a video on this Japanese alcova, dropped their leaves. This is a crepe myrtle. You see it's got a really cool start to it. And I started all these from seed, so, you know, I don't want to just give up on them. And then this one back here is a lemon-scented gum. So I did the technique that has worked previously, and I did it on this video where I just nipped the tip of each branch, and it worked because, oh, not sure if you can see it, but down here, this is blowing up here, nice and green. Along here, you probably think I'm crazy because it's so tiny. But anyways, those nodes are starting to swell. These are more recognizable on that crepe myrtle. They came out even a little more. And then the lemon-scented gum has as well in the back there. So it worked on this Japanese fantail willow. It has worked on zelkovas. It has worked on my pineapple guavas. So if you have indoor trees and they're confused as to what season it is, so, you know, they need to go into dormancy or, you know, shed their leaves at some point, and they do that, don't just assume they're dead. I've had a lot of success just nipping the tips and being patient. I put them in this really awesome grow light here, and it has worked, you know, I'd say pretty much every time. So really excited about learning that new technique. I have really cold, harsh winters up here, so it's inevitable that I either have trees indoor year-round or they're going to go in and out, and obviously that's going to put them into some sort of shock. I try to do my best, but each tree is different, part of the fun of it. All right, moving on, I have one more thing to show you. All right, y'all, so in yesterday's video, I used a Korean birch cutting, and that cutting was the first pruning of this Korean birch right here. And it's actually in a birch bark pot. So if you want to check this thing out, when it had leaves before, I did, this is part of a playlist. But I wanted to show you today that all these new nodes are swelling up, and it looks like they're thick. So I'm thinking they're going to be multi-branches. So I am going to get you the update on that when they really start coming out nice. But I wanted to show you today and talk to you about that new technique. All right, y'all, so that's going to do it for us today here at Jarhead Bonsai. I hope you learned something. If you didn't know how to treat your plants for insect control, if you do know what type of insect that was, please let me know. And if you've had success with different treatments. I've gotten a lot of help before from fellow bonsai broskies with spider mites and aphids, but this is a new one that's driving me crazy. So hopefully this nips it in the bud and that avocado plant comes back. So without further ado, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and have a great day.